Okay, folks. So today I want to demonstrate how to create the personal finance tracker in Microsoft Power BI desktop file. Okay, so this is a personal finance tracker that I successfully developed in Microsoft Excel. So this is a workbook that contains a personal finance tracker in Microsoft Excel. Okay, so let's quickly look at the data set. The raw data set for the personal finance tracker is stored here. So here we have the main data sets, which is the fact table. And beside the main fact table, I have the dimension date table that contains dates. Okay. As you can see, you have the date column, the month number, week of month, weekday, and week number. All right. So over here in the calculation sheet, I have the pivot tables that I created based on the main data sets. Okay. So it is from these pivot tables that I actually developed the charts for the personal finance tracker. Okay, so today I'm going to demonstrate how to quickly import this data set into Power BI desktop file. But before I do that, let me take you to the Power Pivot to have a look at the data model. Okay, so this is the Power Pivot. So this is the data view in Power Pivot. As you can see, I imported the data set into Power Pivot. And I also created some measures. I created some measures inside Power Pivot. So I have the total income measure, total expenditure measure, current month income measure, previous month income, current month expenses, previous month expenses, percentage variance of income, percentage variance of expenses. I created that. So let's look at the diagram view. So the diagram view, we are looking at the relationship that has been established between the date dimension table and then the fact table. So there is a one-to-many relationship between the date dimension table and the fact table. Okay. So diagram view, data view in Power Pivot. Everything successfully captured. Right. So I close the Power Pivot, close the Microsoft Excel workbook, quickly open my Power BI desktop file. I'll click on File, then I click on Import. Then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since the data is actually stored, is a Power Query Power Pivot data that is stored in Microsoft Excel, I'll choose this option. Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View. So this is the option that I will have to choose to be able to import the data from Excel. So I click on this. As soon as I do, this dialog box pops up asking me to locate where the Microsoft Excel Power Query Power Pivot data is. And I know that it is stored in this particular Excel workbook. Okay. So I click on it once and I click open. Then this prompt comes up. Import Excel workbook contents. It says, we don't work directly with Excel workbooks, but we know how to extract the useful content so you can work with it in Power BI desktop. A new Power BI file will be made for you. It will contain as much of your content as possible. This will take a few minutes. Okay, so let's start. Click on start. So we wait while the importation is being done. All right, so everything has been successfully migrated. So it is telling me the contents that have been migrated from the Excel workbook. Okay, two query items, data sets, date table, data model tables, two items, data set, date table, KPIs and measures, 13 items were imported, right? As you can see, everything has been successfully migrated from the Microsoft Excel workbook into Power BI desktop file. So let me close this. Now let's take a quick look at the data in the Power BI desktop file. All right. So in the data pane, we can see the two tables, data set, date table. Okay. So when I click on the table view and click on data set table, voila, as you can see, every item in that table has been successfully imported. Let's look at the date dimension table, date table, voila. Everything in that particular table has been successfully imported. Let's go to the data model. So model view is what I'll click on. Voila, as you can see, the data model has been successfully imported as well with the relationship intact. Okay, relationship is intact. The one-to-many relationship has been maintained, and our data model has been successfully imported from the Excel workbook. Okay, so folks, so this is how you import data that has been stored in Microsoft Excel into Power BI desktop. All right, so this is part one of creation of a personal finance tracker in Power BI desktop. In part two, I am going to demonstrate how to build the same personal finance tracker in Power BI desktop. All right. So thank you so much for watching and stick around for part two. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.